The ocean can do something that feels impossible. At night, a wave can crash, a boat can pass, or a hand can cut through the water, and suddenly the dark turns blue. That glow is not magic. It is bioluminescence, which means light produced by living organisms through a chemical reaction. And in the ocean, that trick is everywhere. NOAA says bioluminescence is very common in the pelagic zone, especially in the deep water column. Smithsonian estimates that many marine groups can do it, from bacteria and algae to jellyfish, worms, crustaceans, sea stars, fish, and sharks. In the deep sea, light is not just a spectacle, it is a survival tool. Down where sunlight fades out, the ocean becomes a dark world with almost no natural light. That makes bioluminescence useful. Some animals use it to hunt, some use it to hide, some use it to confuse predators or signal to a mate. The glow is not there for our entertainment. It is there because life in the dark needs an edge. One of the strangest things about bioluminescence is how many times it has evolved. NOAA and Smithsonian both point out that it has appeared independently again and again across marine life. That matters because it suggests the same solution kept solving the same problem in different species. In other words, the ocean kept inventing light. The light itself is usually blue or blue-green, because that color travels best through seawater. That is why so many glowing ocean videos look electric blue. It is not just beautiful, it is efficient. That also explains why bioluminescence can feel so different from fire or electricity. Fire gives off heat. Electricity feels sharp and artificial, but bioluminescence looks alive because it is alive. The light is built from biology, not a machine, and that changes the whole mood of the scene. Some of the most dramatic examples come from deep-sea animals. Certain fish carry glowing lures to attract prey. Others flash light to startle attackers or break up their outline in the darkness. Some animals even host glowing bacteria inside their bodies and use those microbes as part of their own light system. The Hawaiian bobtail squid is one famous example. It partners with bioluminescent bacteria to produce light from a special organ. But the ocean glow does not belong only to the deep. Near the surface, tiny organisms can create some of the most famous glowing scenes on Earth. Smithsonian explains that microscopic plankton can light up waves, wakes, and surf when they are disturbed. That is the classic blue shimmer people picture when they think of bioluminescent water. It can look like the shoreline is sparking. It can look like every ripple has a power source hidden inside it. Those plankton flashes are often triggered by movement. A wave hits, a paddle cuts through, a boat pushes past, and the water answers with light. The effect can be brief, but it can be intense enough to feel unreal. The ocean seems to react to being touched. That reaction is part of the reason these scenes go viral when people film them. The camera catches the moment the water seems to wake up. For a second, the ocean looks like it is deciding whether to defend itself, warn something off, or simply reveal how much life is hiding in the dark. Then there is the rarest version of all, milky seas. NOAA research describes them as a steady, widespread glow that can stretch across vast areas of ocean. Instead of a burst of flashes, the surface can look like a dimly lit snowfield under a moonless sky. Some records suggest they happen only a handful of times globally in a year. They are so rare and often so remote that scientists still have a lot to learn about them. That is part of what makes bioluminescence so compelling. It is not one trick. It is a family of tricks. Some glow to hunt. Some glow to survive. Some glow when the water is disturbed. Some glow across enormous stretches of sea, in a way that still feels almost impossible. And the science behind it is just as elegant as the effect. Bioluminescence is a chemical reaction in a living organism. An enzyme helps a substrate react with oxygen, and the result is visible light with very little heat. That is why the ocean can create a living lantern without becoming hot like fire. It is cold light, made by life. Some glows even start as a kind of biological alarm. Microorganisms may flash when disturbed, which can draw attention to whatever is bothering them. That is where the bioluminescent burglar alarm idea comes from. The light can scare off a predator or attract a larger one to attack the attacker instead. Even tiny creatures can turn brightness into a defense strategy. So when you see a glowing wave, you are not just seeing pretty water. You are seeing chemistry, ecology, and evolution all doing the same job at once. You are seeing the ocean's hidden biology briefly switch itself on. That is the real wonder. The glow is not a special effect added on top of nature. It is nature. And once you know that, the next dark wave you see is hard to look at the same way again. Somewhere inside it, the sea may already be lighting itself up. The ocean does not need our permission to become luminous. It only needs the right creature, the right chemistry, and the right moment in the dark. When those three things line up, the sea becomes its own night sky.